Hey guys, back with another video. It's been a while, but I did do two, well, okay, one live stream last month and technically the test run. So, well, anyway, here we go. I found this on the Metroid page on Facebook and behind the little draw thing, which, Microsoft, if you had like a bar that could be moved easily, then that would be very nice. But it says you can only choose three. Okay, yeah. Let's get out of there. Okay, you can only pick three, no explanations, and go. So what we're gonna do here is edit and create, draw. We chose our black marker. We're gonna start by crossing off the ones that I have not played. So we can just get rid of Zelda and Metroid and no, kidding. Besides, those are videos on this channel. But with apologies to some of my friends, we do have to cross out or not Persona, since I have not played it. Maybe someday. I do want to get Persona 4 Golden, so I'll try that on the Vita and see how that goes. And obviously I'm not starting in any order, just randomly here from the right. Bioshock, again, I've heard great things about it. I own it on the PS3, have not played it yet. And for that matter, we're gonna cross off Dark Souls. Yeah. Again, I know a lot of my friends played it. Some of you watching might love it. Again, this is up for civil debate. You can discuss games all you want, but I'm just crossing them off because I haven't played them. So maybe 10 years from now, or 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I'll do this video again. Maybe things will have changed. You never know. But moving on, Advance Wars. Again, have not played. Devil May Cry, believe it or not, and I might get some flack at game night for this, but have not played that. We'll get to Doom in a minute. Sly Cooper, again, have not played. Gears, Metal Gear Solid, Monster Hunter. Okay, Golden Sun, I have not played. Hopefully they'll be releasing. Hopefully they'll be releasing a Game Boy Advance thing for Nintendo Online, and then we can play a lot of the games that are just sitting on the back shelf instead of just having them re-released and having to spend money on them. But we'll see what Nintendo does. Jak and Daxter is sitting on the shelf. There are 3 games on that HD collection, which means 3 platinums. So one of these days I need to get to it, but it is not that day. And Spyro, I don't believe I played. Again, in the PlayStation days, it was all about the RPGs. Once I played Final Fantasy VI, which was Final Fantasy III for the Super Nintendo, that was in anticipation for Final Fantasy VII. And once that hit, it was over. It was just RPG City. So we're doing pretty good here. And Fallout. We played Ratchet and Clank. Again, believe it or not, have not played the series. That may change if I ever get a PS5. And what is it? That the new game, I forget what it's called. It's About Time was Crash 4. Sorry. Okay, so might get more flack for this, but Pikmin has been sitting on my playlist for, well, all of last year and half of this year apparently. So we can X that out. I do want to play it, and again, hopefully that will change in the future. But is there anything else I have not played? Okay, I think we're good. Although technically I haven't played Silent Hill, but I have seen enough of it and the friends play is to go ahead and give that the first red X. So we'll just cross that out. Again, if I can only pick 3, stuff's gotta go. I mean, yeah. So we'll move on to the games that I don't really care for, or the series that just aren't up to snuff with the rest of them. And yeah, actually, something I like even less is the cash grab that was Kingdom Hearts. Gonna cause a lot of controversy there as well. But yeah, I was just very disappointed with the first game. Probably because I played it on extra hard or whatever the hardest setting was and didn't like it. But yeah, there you have it. Let's see. Kirby, very cute. Played. Actually, have I played more than the first one? Well, I played Air Ride and some other things. But again, Kirby's got to go. That's nowhere near the level of some of the games on this list. And next to that is a game that I play all the time. I've loved many of them. I've disliked a couple of them. But ever since they said the reason behind the concept of selling 2 games at the same time, basically cutting content out, and you're buying DLC for the price of an entire game, doubling the sales artificially, just so you can have a few different monsters that are different. Pokemon, as a concept, you're old. You need to go down to 1 game, and 1 game only with all of the Pokemon in it. No mythicals. None of that garbage. Just 1 complete game, and I'll have respect for the franchise again. But I'm tired of it. And like, how many hours have I wasted on that? A lot. How many times do I need to catch them all? I don't need to catch them all anymore. So yeah, Pokemon can go. Next up, Animal Crossing. Hey, it's a game that has not changed in 20 years. Basically, the GameCube game is the same as the Switch, same as the mobile. You can go. I've played 2. That's more than enough. Yeah. So, goodbye, Animal Crossing. Let's see, Fire Emblem. Probably come back to that. Xenoblade Chronicles. Now, am I confusing that with the Xenosaga and Xenogears group, or are they together? Because if they're together, then we can cut it. If they're separate, then it needs to go on the never played, even though I own the second one. Anyway, we're going to give that a red X for now. You can tell me in the comments if it's a totally different universe, and then it should be a black X. But yeah. Moving on. Resident Evil. Again, does not grab me the way it grabs a lot of people. And we're talking about the top 3 or whatever, you know. I mean, I bought the second one. I wasn't too impressed. And I do have them now. Not averse to the survival horror series, but it's just not in my top whatever's left. So, goodbye Resident Evil. Mortal Kombat, you gotta go. At the time, it was either Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. You had the cartoonish characters from Capcom, played excellently. Then you got Mortal Kombat, which was the bloodier, gorier, more adult, photo-realistic, I guess at the time. They did good things with it, but I didn't like it at the time. I think it's okay now, but I certainly wouldn't pick it over Street Fighter. And so yeah, that's got to go. Uh, well, technically, I suppose you could call this a black X because I haven't played Metal Gear Solid for more than half an hour past the first game because I didn't like it. I don't really like hiding, playing the stealth game. I'd rather go in, blow stuff up, and yeah, be in your face if I'm playing a game. So no stealth for me. Even Assassin's Creed, I think the worst missions are the ones where you have to stay hidden. I mean, heck, there's parts in Fusion. Metroid Fusion, which I'm playing now, there's a few elements where you have to stay hidden from the SAX. Although I've only come across one so far. But, yeah. Obviously, I can't beat that in a shootout in my current state, so I need to avoid it. But, and the baby stealth thing in Ocarina of Time, that's probably one of the worst sections in the game where you have to avoid those annoying guards when you're trying to meet up with Zelda in the garden. So, no stealth for me. What do we got? Doom? Have I really played this? I'm gonna say no, but I've seen enough that, have I seen enough? I'm basing this off of the computer version, and that looked like crap. I was totally unimpressed in high school, and it's like I didn't see what any of the hype was about. So, again, maybe I need to play one of the modern ones and figure out if I actually like it or not. Because I do like first-person shooters, but more of the sci-fi things. And you can see two of them on the list in the right column, so we'll see. I'm gonna move down. Grand Theft Auto. Now, this is another one I did not like at all, but I recently finished the single player campaign, I guess you can call it, for GTA 4 and realized that it wasn't so bad after all. But again, it's not my style of game. I don't like being a hoodlum and committing crimes. It was fun, but and you know, it's just not something I'd have to play all the games in the series of. So we can definitely get rid of that. And we're down to Monster Hunter, I believe. So we gotta give that a big X. Again, have not played it. Well, I've played it a little. I was very disappointed with the one that I did buy because I believed the PlayStation 3 version was going to get trophies, and it did not. So, yeah, that. And plus, I was already into Pokemon, so I don't need another monster hunting game. That's going to take up hours and hours and hours of my time, so never got into Monster Hunter. It looks really cool. And if I could go back in time and choose that over Pokemon, then maybe things would be a lot different. But, or would they? I don't know. Anyway, so what does that leave? Mario, Zelda, Metroid, Sonic, Mega Man, Fire Emblem, F-Zero, Donkey Kong, God of War, Final Fantasy, Uncharted, Halo, Street Fighter, Gears of War, Castlevania, Crash Bandicoot, Fallout. Alright, let's just keep cutting quickly. Fallout, again, great game. Love Fallout 3. Fallout New Vegas was good, except the multiple endings, which were really kind of the same ending. Have not played 4 yet. Fallout 76 kind of brings the whole franchise down a bit, so you can go. Fire Emblem. Again, Three Houses was one of my games of the year, but I'm still not fully into the strategy genre yet. I need to play a couple more different things before I can say, yeah, Fire Emblem is one of the greatest franchises of all time. But that's where I am now. Again, Uncharted, same story. I beat the first game, got the platinum, great game. Have not played 2, 3, or 4, or the other one. But, yeah, Uncharted is great. Don't get me wrong, but, again, we're talking about the best of the best. Same thing for Gears of War. First game was great. Beat it on 2 difficulty levels. I still need to go through and beat it on the hardest level and co-op. But, yeah, Gears just not going to make the cut while we're in this line. Street Fighter, I love it. I love playing with my friends online, but it's not the best of the best. I mean, I've played that game since 1991, so what was that, 30 years, good grief, 30 years of Street Fighter, and I gotta cross it off. And if I'm crossing that off, you know, Crash gotta go. Crash 1 was fun, Crash 2 was alright, haven't played 3. I do own the, whatchamacallit, was it the collection or whatever the collection is called for the PS4. So I do own that, and we'll be playing those. And of course I got 100% on the first game the first time, so that should be platinum. But yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 11. Okay, we're not down to our final 10 yet. Okay, well, God of War. The games are interesting. I've played all but 3, I believe. God of War PS4 was amazing. God of War 1 and 2, great challenges. Same with Ghost of Sparta and Chains of Olympus. I think they should have QA'd Ascension a little bit more, because they even made a patch to make that one trial or whatever, that one section easier, which is not cool. They should have done that right the first time. But God of War, great game. Sorry, but unfortunately, you're just not gonna make the cut. And there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There is our top 10 game franchises on this list. You'll note that Ninja Gaiden isn't on the freaking list. And as you know, it was my 3rd ever 31 days. And yes, I'm using a touchpad here. So it is not the best or most ideal setup for writing. So we're just gonna put G for Gaiden. Okay, so now I think we're now we're also missing Dance Dance Revolution and stuff like that. But okay, so we are down to, let's change colors again, down to the top. Well, I just made it 11. Good job. Okay, Final Fantasy, you gotta go. I love them, but the games take too long to play, and there's so many of them. Not all of them are hits in my book. I did not like 9, and a lot of people do. I think that was when they made the shift from cute cartoony characters to realistic characters with 8. That's where I was. That was the future. And then they come back with 9, and it's back to being like super cute and I forget the word for for those no SD maybe, yeah, Super Deformed, but well, they weren't really, but it's like no, thank you. And then they went back to greatness with 10. One of my favorite games of all time. But yeah, you just don't make the cut, do you? Okay, moving on. Sonic the Hedgehog. Another amazing series, but you gotta go. I just don't have room for you. And they're mostly short games that are on the shorter side, which is okay for retro stuff. And I mean, I haven't played, whatchamacallit, Adventure, so we'll find out about that. But you take into account Sonic 2006 and stuff like that, it can't be top 5. Same, well, not the same can't be said, but similar things. Nintendo has ignored this franchise a lot, and Donkey Kong has its highs and its lows. I just did that in March. You know, the first game is iconic, but would you play it forever unless you're obsessed with it? I don't think so. Donkey Kong Jr. and 3 and math, yeah. Donkey Kong Country was amazing. Donkey Kong Country 2, I liked, but I thought it ran on a little bit too long, was a little bit too difficult. So I never did get 100% back in March. Might go back to it, might not. Depends on if we have time. Yeah, okay. Mario, you are the franchise. And that's kind of why I had a little bit of resentment for you. Of course, Odyssey is better than, say, Breath of the Wild. It's one of the best games on Switch. So, and Mario 64, just amazing. Mario 3, amazing. Super Mario World, amazing. There's so many great games in the series, but he's kind of overdone. I mean, Mario Golf, Mario Tennis, Mario Party, Mario Kart, Mario Basketball, Mario. There's more to life than Mario. And where do we stand? Do we have a top? We have a top 6. Oh, and it gets difficult. Oh, man. Wow. Yeah, this is really difficult. I mean, I could go from the top down, but that kind of... it's kind of not good. Oh, this is... this hurts. Top 5. Okay, well... I mean, 1 and 2. I know what 1 and 2 are. You know what 1 and 2 are. Or you should know if you follow this channel long enough. Or know me personally. Because I talk about them all the time. But I've even mentioned some in this video. I've even done a live stream last month. In the previous month. So... oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Are they? Jeez, oh, this is insanely difficult. F-Zero, are you top 5? F-Zero GX might be the best racing game of all time. Mega Man X, one of the best games of all time. Halo is so good though. Super Metroid is one of the best games of all time. I'm kind of where I was making the decision earlier. Okay, well, there's only like 8 games in the franchise, and oh, well. But so much. You know what? It's my thing. I can make my own rules. Okay, is this gold? It says gold. Alright. F-Zero. It's not writing anymore. Yay. Oh, maybe I'm off the picture. Okay. F-Zero 5. Halo 5. We're going to put you in a tie. Remember, we can only choose 3, but we've got a tie for 5th, so we're cool. I hope you enjoyed all that waffling or making your own decisions in the comments. Now, again, 1 and 2 are just clear cut. God, I love me some Mega Man, but Mega Man has to be 4, and Metroid's gonna be 3. I forgot about Ninja Gaiden. Well, unfortunately, even though it's not on the list, it can't be. Maybe it is top 5. Maybe it's number 6, but we're just gonna cross it off for now. Again, maybe I'll come back to it. Okay, yeah. Mega Man is mostly good in 2 dimensions. Metroid is, well, yeah, I mean, great in 2 dimensions. Metroid is great in both. So, with Prime and Echoes and Super Metroid, 3 of the greatest games of all time, probably. That's got to be number 3. Ocarina of Time, best game of all time, but number 2 franchise for me. I think that was the last Zelda game I've actually played and liked as, you know, a top-notch Zelda game. I like Skyward Sword, except for the motion controls, and I guess that's fixed now, but I have no desire to play that again. Or pay for it again. Breath of the Wild. There's so many games that preceded it that do the things that it does. Some better, some worse. But I do think it's overhyped. But you got Legend of Zelda. You got A Link to the Past. And Twilight Princess I have not played, so we'll see how I feel about that one. But for those reasons, that is when it went from Zelda 1, Castlevania 1A to Castlevania 1, Zelda 2. So, there you go. There are my top 6 games, or franchises of all time, sorry. With Ninja Gaiden probably being 7. Probably. Yeah, you got Castlevania. You got Castlevania 3. Simon's Quest is even good. Despite being misunderstood by many and horribly translated the first time it was out. You've got Castlevania 4, not my favorite, but people love it. Bloodlines on the Genesis Mega Drive. That I played just a few years back for the first time. Love it. Amazing game. Rondo of Blood, amazing. Symphony of the Night. Some people will call that the greatest game of all time. A lot of people call it the greatest Castlevania game of all time. And it's a great game. Area of Sorrow, great game. The Game Boy games are fun. Lords of Shadow. I've only played the first one. Amazing game. So, yep, Castlevania. Best franchise of all time. Now, do something with it, Konami, please. So, yeah. There we go. Castlevania number 1, Zelda number 2, and very narrowly in this top 6 here is Metroid. For my personal top 3 game franchise of all time. So, feel free to disagree respectfully in the comments. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching if you've hung on this long, and we'll see you next time. Bye.